Today I'm going to teach you how to calculate a percent composition of element in a compound. So we're calculating percent composition. Today's topic is percent composition. Percent composition is, just to define it, it's a percent by mass of each element in a compound. So it's a percent by mass of each element in a compound. In other words, it's the contribution of each element. So it's a contribution of each element. Alright, to be able to calculate the percent composition, you need to be able to analyze the information from chemical formula. And if the question does not give you a chemical formula, the first thing is you need to be able to write the chemical formula. So for example, if the question asks what's the percent composition of calcium and chlorine in calcium chloride, then the first thing is you need to know that calcium chloride, the chemical formula for calcium chloride is CaCl2. That's the first thing you need to be able to do, because if you do not know how to write the chemical formula, it's next to impossible to calculate the percent composition. So once you have the chemical formula, the first step is to analyze how many moles of each ions are contributed in 1 mole of compound. So in this case we have 1 mole of calcium chloride has 1 mole of calcium ion, and we have 2 moles of chloride ions. Okay, I got that right from here. 1 mole of calcium ions and 1 mole of chloride ion, 2 moles of chloride ion, sorry. Once we have that, the next step is to gather the molar mass information. And step 2 is gather molar mass. Okay, which I have already explained in another video. If you need some help with that, you can go ahead and check that out. The link is right up here for you. Once you have the molar mass, so actually, you know what, let's just calculate the molar mass first. So we have calcium chloride, and now to calculate the molar mass, we have this calcium and we have chloride. So let's get right. So calcium, if you look at a periodic table, the atomic mass of calcium is about 40.078 grams, and there are only 1 of them, so you multiply that by 1, that gives you 40.078. And for the chloride ions, we have the atomic mass of chlorine is about 35.453, and there are 2 of them, so you multiply that by 2, and that gives you around 70.906 grams. Okay, and then to find the molar mass of the compound, the entire compound calcium chloride, you just add them together. When you add this number and this number, you get the molar mass of calcium chloride. You get 110.984 grams. Okay, that's the molar mass of the compound. Now finally, we have to use this data to set up a mathematical step to calculate the percent by mass of each element contribution to this compound. So basically, just another way to think is, say this is the full price of a t-shirt, and your friend calcium is contributing this much amount, and you have another twins friend, 2 chlorides, and they are each contributing this, the total of this much contribution from chloride. So how much contribution from each of them is basically what the question is asking. Okay. We already calculated the molar mass. molar mass of calcium chloride is about 110.984 grams. Okay. Next thing is to set up so that we can write the percent contribution of calcium in this compound calcium chloride, and which is 40.078 grams divided by 110.984 grams. That's the atomic mass of calcium, and that's the molar mass of the compound. So how much of calcium is contributed in this compound, that's what this setup tells us, and then you multiply that by 100 just to get a percent, and that should give you around 36.11%. And the next one is to find the percent composition of chloride in calcium chloride, and we know there are two of them, so when you multiply the atomic mass by 2 of chlorine, we get 70.906 gram. We did this calculation already. 110.984 grams, and you multiply that by 100 again. That should give you about 63.89%. Okay, that's the contribution from each of these ions to this compound. So the calcium contribution is about 36.11%, and the chloride contribution is about 63.89%. And just to make sure that you did this math correctly, you just add them together. When you add this together, you should get around 100%. You should get exactly 100%. In fact, sometimes you end up getting 99.99%. That's just because the decimals are moved up or down. That's not a big deal. Okay. And just to summarize this fairly easy math, I'm gonna give you a formula which basically summarizes what I did. So when you find the percent of each element, let's say element X, percent element, basically you find the mass of that element, and this you find from periodic table, and you divide by the molar mass of the compound. Molar mass of compound. Alright, and then you multiply your answer by 100, and that should give you the percent composition of each element to that compound. Okay, that's the formula. And because I only did one problem, I'm gonna give you 2 more problems for you to solve, so you can solve this problem. I'm gonna have the answer posted at the end of this video. You can do this problem by yourself and check your answers. Okay, so number 1, I'm just gonna say, so the question is the same: find the percent composition. Find percent composition. And for A, find the percent composition of magnesium carbonate. I'm gonna give you the chemical formula for this one. And for B, let's say find the percent composition of C2H5OH. Okay, you can pause this video and find the percent composition. I'm gonna have the answer posted. There you go. These are the answers to the last 2 problems that I gave. And if you guys found this video helpful, please do like and share, and also do some comments, and please don't forget to subscribe our channel. Thank you.